seen people buy a lottery ticket? Why? The probability of success of winning a lottery ticket is 1 in 10 million or something like this. But the impact of failure is nothing, it's $1. You're gonna give me change at 7-Eleven? Just give me a lottery ticket. Because the impact of failure, it doesn't make sense. Financial sense doesn't make any sense. But you don't need to manage the risk. The impact is just $1 loss, so who cares? But that's not how you should manage your life. You should be careful. If a friend of yours, let's say somebody comes and asks me, hey, can you give me $50,000? Why? What do you want? I really need to pay this and that, and I have 6 kids. I'm thinking, is that my problem? You just had 6 kids? Why is that my problem? I would like to help you, but you caused your own problem. Okay, let me see what I can do. Let me think. I'm going to give the guy $50,000. What's he going to do? I'll give it back 60. You know, when somebody's desperate, they start telling you crazy numbers. Give me 50, I'll give you 200,000 back. Take your wallet and run. Don't get greedy, because he's going to ruin himself or herself, and he's going to ruin you in the process. So give me 50, I'll give you 60. So the risk is my 50,000. The reward will be 10,000 on it, 20%, maybe in a year. Wow, it sounds good. Probability of him paying me, the guy's a loser, and he never paid anybody. He's bankrupt twice. He's been actually bankrupt 3 times. Every time he comes out of bankruptcy, if he's uncomfortable, he files bankruptcy again. It's impossible. Probability of getting paid is no. What's the impact of me to 50,000? Well, maybe 50,000 is nothing. I want to help the person. If I do, then let me now get a secured thing against his home, and this and this and this. This actually happened to me. It was 80,000. A friend of mine called. This guy I've known from a long time ago, and he had done something for me when I was starting in the business where I asked him for a check. I said, I need a check. I'm in escrow. I'm going to lose the deal. And he said, Cherif, you don't have to explain. I know who you are. I know you're going to pay it. I was like in my 20s. He wrote a check right away for me. I never forgot this. 21 years later, I run into the guy, and he says, I need 80,000. Well, he had given me 5,000 so many years ago, and that 80,000 would be like $800 for me at that point. So I said, no problem. But when I give it to you, I'm going to have to secure it against your home. You're with me on this? Because I want to help the guy. The impact of the 80 at that time was I had a lot of money and cash, and it was no problem. I want to help the guy. I wanted to return the favor, and there is karma. So I did it. And I don't loan people. It's not my business model at all. But thank God, I managed the risk. I took collateral against his home. And it's like, you know how bad luck hit somebody? This guy, the poor guy, his wife died. He lost his job. Everything from one thing after another. Finally, I called him. I said, Dave, you got to pay me. I've been waiting 2 years. And the interest is accumulating. I charge you 6%. I couldn't be any sweeter. He said, you got to foreclose on me. Please go ahead and foreclose. And I was like 3rd position. But the property, thank God, was in San Diego and had a lot of equity. I said, you want me to foreclose? He said, yes. It's going to clear up a lot of my headaches. So I actually had to go and negotiate with the first lien, second lien. First I called the second lien, would you like to? And the guy was very vulgar. So I negotiated with the first lien, bought him, and wiped out the second. Isn't it fun when you actually try to be nice to somebody and then you really win? And I took his property. So even when I went a little crazy, knowing that there is high risk, I managed it properly, I got my money out. And thank God he recovered. His life is a lot better. His daughter went to college now, and he's just a lot more sane. And by the way, when I sold the property, I barely came up with my money, not even the interest. So he knows, and he even called me. He said, if you want to get life insurance on me so you can recover. I said, no, man, God forbid. Something happens to the guy, they're going to say I shot him or something. But the thing is, this is how you look at risk. It's very important when you manage money that you're managing other people's money to keep track of what you're doing in terms of these things. Right? You got it? Any questions on this?